Welcome to Center Max guys. Today we discuss all the formula in chapter 11 3D geometry in class 12 NCERT. Fine. So what is the first formula? If all the angles alpha, beta, gamma are given. So what are these angles? So this is the angle between the given line with the three coordinate axes x, y and z respectively. Then what is the direction cosine? Okay, so the direction cosine, they are named by L, M and N. So L is cos alpha, M is cos beta and N is cos gamma. So if the three angles are given, okay, that is the angle made by the line with the three coordinate axes are given, then the direction cosine is L equal to cos alpha, M equal to cos beta and N equal to cos gamma. So direction cosine is nothing but the angle between the line and the three coordinate axes. So if a line is given, for example ax plus by plus cz equal to 0. So direction cosine of this line is, okay, so a by square root of a square plus b square plus c square, comma b by square root of a square plus b square plus c square, c by square root of a square plus b square plus c square. So a, b, c are the coefficient of x, y, z respectively. So this is the direction cosine of a line ax plus by plus cz equal to 0. So if 2 points are given, okay, for example x1, y1, z1 and x2, y2 and z2. So let it as point A and let it as point B. So what is the direction ratio of a line joining these points? Okay, direction ratio is nothing but any number that is proportional to direction cosine. Okay, so the direction ratio is x2 minus x1, comma y2 minus y1, comma z2 minus z1. So this is the direction ratio of any two given points x1, y1, z1 and x2, y2, z2. Fine. So if 3 points are collinear, okay, what is collinear? For example, there are 3 points, okay, so A, B and C, okay. So these 3 points are called as collinear because they are lying in a same line. So what is the condition in the 3D geometry? Okay, so if these 3 points are collinear, then this AB should be proportional to BC, okay, or AB should be proportional to AC, okay, or BC should be proportional to AC and so on, okay. So if this condition is satisfied, then ABC, the points ABC are collinear. Okay, so we have another method. So if we consider ABC as the vertices of a triangle, okay, so what is triangle? Triangle should be like this, okay, but we consider B as a, okay, vertex and A as a vertex and C as a vertex. So ABC, instead of this it becomes ABC. So what is this area? Of course 0. So if the 3 points are collinear, then area of triangle formed by these vertices is 0. Fine. So now 2 lines are given. Okay, how to check whether the given 2 lines are perpendicular? For example, okay, so line 1 and line 2. Okay, so L1 is of the form of A1x plus B1y plus C1z plus D1 equal to 0, and L2 is of the form of A2x plus B2y plus C2z plus D2 equal to 0. So if these 2 lines are perpendicular, then L1 L2 plus M1 M2 plus N1 N2 equal to 0. So L1 M1 N1 and L2 M2 N2 you know. So what is LMN? It is the direction cosine, that is A by square root of A square plus B square plus C square, then B by square root of A square plus B square plus C square, then C by square root of A square plus B square plus C square. Then for these 2 lines we have to multiply. Sum of the product should be 0. So if this condition is satisfied, then these 2 lines are perpendicular. Then checking for the parallel, then L1 by L2 equal to M1 by M2 equal to N1 by N2. Fine. Now finding the equation of a line that is passing through a point A and parallel to a line B. Okay, so this is a vector. So given line is parallel to this vector B and passing through a point A. Okay, so let A as A1, A2, A3. Okay, so what is the position vector? A1i plus A2j plus A3k. So let the position vector be A. So from the given point we are finding the position vector, that is A. So the line is passing through this vector and through this point, and it is parallel to B vector. So what is the equation? So R vector is equal to A vector plus lambda B vector, where lambda is a scalar. Fine. Now where do we have to use? Okay, the position vector R is xi plus yj plus zk. Okay, or xi minus yj plus zk. Okay, so if the plane is of the form of r dot n equal to d, then we got to use the first case. Okay, so here r is xi plus yj plus zk. If position vector is given and direction vector is given, okay, then r vector is a vector plus lambda b vector. So this is the position vector, this is the direction vector. So now we have to use r as xi minus yj plus zk.